You are responsible to build the moral warehouse of your child. You are responsible before God, because in Deuteronomy it says, teach these principles to your children and to your grandchildren when you sit down, when you rise up, when you walk along the way. So character training is a priority. Character training is a priority, and you're to explain to your child the moral reason why everything that they do, so that they adopt it as their principle. You're wanting to pass on your life principles to them, and hopefully they will follow in your footsteps. But you want them to think morally correct, not just act morally correct. If they just act that way in front of you, then they won't act that way when you're not around. You want to instill moral principles that they are thinking about throughout their lifetime. That mom told me this, and I'm living in my mom's heritage of the moral principles that she's given me. So teaching your child the character training is the priority. And you can do it in non-conflict times when they're on the floor playing with their animals or playing with their toys. You can act out. You could even say, Mom says we're not supposed to scream and cry at Walmart. And they can realize that there's a principle here involved, that they're hurting other people's ears when they're crying. One time I was in a car with someone, and they had their kids in the car seats in the back seat. And all of a sudden, they all started crying at once. And the mom pulled the car over and said, you are hurting Pastor Jane's ears. I'm not going to let you do that. So that she put a moral reason. Why should you stop screaming? Because always considering other people over themselves is what Jesus did. Amen. Considering other people more important than you. The preciousness of others. So in that car, they all realized that they were hurting my ears. Now that really, I didn't say that. But the driver of the car said that because she was teaching them the moral reason why. So the principle of thinking of others has to be instilled into our selfish.
Yes, our selfish
that would
nature.
Probably be, yes, our selfish nature. And that's for a lifetime. Always thinking of others, the preciousness of others. This person was created by God, that they're precious. Amen.
Amen.